concept of Venusdoom?
Well, there's not a really, we never have a concept when making an album. Usually an album starts with a riff. Or this time around it was, Linda was somewhere on vacation, Burton was somewhere, you know, changing diapers or whatever, and not his own, his kids. And me and Miguel and Gas, we were just hanging out, and then we got bored and we wanted to go to a rehearsal place, and went there, and I played the guitar and we were jamming. And while jamming, we, you know, I got the riff for Loving Cold Blood, and that's kind of how the whole thing started. You know, it just sounded something really cathedral, Monster Magnet-y, Black Sabbath-y, and we got the idea from there to make the whole album a bit more guitar orientated. You know, so the guitars would be stronger compared to a Dark Light. Since, you know, we didn't want to do the same thing again, and then it was, well, anyway, it's impossible to do the same thing again, and then we didn't want to make anything more poppy, you know, because with Dark Light, well, like On the Verge, it's so straightforward most of the album that we wanted to make something a bit more weird.
Yeah, it's really good. I heard it.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Which song from Venusdoom is your favorite and why?
Well, I tend to like the whole album, but I haven't been listening to it. It normally takes, you know, after when we start preparing for the next album, that's when I probably take a listen to Venusdoom.
Okay.
And maybe to Dark Light, and sort of like listen to them and think of, oh, that was a good thing, oh, that we could have done better or whatever. But it's not that I would spend my free time listening to our own music.
No, okay.
And so now we're playing a few tracks live, and from a live perspective, well, I like Sleepwalking Past Hope since it's a bit different, it's a very long track, and I don't fucking know, it's all good for me, it's all good to me.
Okay, and what topics touch and inspire you when it comes to songwriting?
The stories you hear in a pub. You know, there's a lot of stories, you know, if you just watch the news and, you know, keep your ears and your eyes open, there's a lot of things to write about. Obviously it does filter through a very personal, you know, filter through your own experiences, so it turns out to be fairly personal, but you know, I don't know, life in general, I guess, there's no method to it, meaning that I would sit down and start reading and then get really inspired.
Okay.
Inspiration happens, you know, it's like boners, it just happens.
So life in general.
Guess so.
Him exists already for over 10 years and has a big success in so many different countries. Is there still something you want to achieve?
Oh, you have to make a couple of good albums, and obviously we could be a lot bigger and more well-known band, but it has to happen on our own terms. We have to be happy with what we're doing. So yeah, make a classic rock album that would change the world of rock. You know, that's, I guess that everybody wants to do that. You know, so maybe one day we could, you know, we've done 6 albums already that we're happy with, and it's a constant challenge. Try to be better in what you do. You need a lot of luck, and you need to release an album at the right time, and people's ears need to be at the right, or on the same wavelength as on the musicians. So it's like gambling. It's like playing Russian roulette, but with, you know, 5 bullets instead of 1.
Okay. The band's lineup hasn't been the same from the beginning. What are the former band members doing, and are you still in contact with them?
The former ones. Well, Patka, the drummer, he's working in the bar, I guess, in Helsinki. He had a few bands. I haven't seen him a lot because we kind of like kicked him out in a very, very nasty way. But we didn't know any better at that time. We should have talked. But we did the most stupid things. You know, we talked about it to people behind his back, and that was a fucking stupid mistake to do. And it was, you know, it's kind of like the wound is healing. You know, and we've said to him that we're very sorry, and you know, it was just a stupid mistake we did. We didn't know any better when we were younger or whatever. It's just a stupid thing, stupid mistake. But he's doing fairly well. Anto, the guy who used to play keyboards with us on our first album, he owns 2 restaurants now in Helsinki. He's been chef for ages. He's worked in Japan, in London, and all around the world. he's doing very well with the food department. And then I haven't seen Jusko, the guy who played keyboards after him. I haven't seen him in 2 years. So I don't know. You know, it's just, they live their own lives.
Okay.